Hey guys, Ovely May with Yahoo Esports. I'm here with Cloud9 Smoothie. You guys had a 2-0 weekend. Great weekend this weekend, but last weekend you guys had a bit of a rough start. Can you tell me what made the change?
I think this weekend was a lot better because last weekend we were kind of like living in the past and kind of using the old supports, which is like Lulu and Karma and stuff, which are not bad, but engage supports and playmaking supports really impact the game insanely hard. So we learned from like the games where CLG and TSM, like Afro played like Bard and Rakan, and we just couldn't do anything because they were just like every time we moved somewhere, they could always Bard ulti our immobile ADC or Bard ulti like Jensen, who was like on Cass or Ori or something, who's mobile as well. So it was really hard off that.
So what do you think about this current support mid? I mean, we got Blitzcrank back, we got Sejuani, all of these crazy. Does it match your style or?
Yeah, for sure. I love playmaking supports. Like even in solo queue, I never really practiced range supports. But last year, before I like after Gen C9, I only learned range supports like when Worlds came along. Before that, I didn't really like know how to play them at all. But like the Korean supports and the European supports showed me how to play them, and now I'm pretty good at them. But yeah, like the playmaking supports make the meta really fun for support players, and yeah, you can pick up like player of the games and stuff a lot more now. So I really like that.
What support do you think is going to make like a comeback soon, but maybe it needs to be like experimented a little bit?
Making a comeback?
Leona.
I like Leona, but it's not happening. Well, I don't know, honestly. Like, everything can be played right now, like in some regard. Right now, I think one of the most least played or not played as much is Bard, because I don't know, Bard's like in a weird spot. He's good in some cases, like really good. He can be OP if you play it right, but some teams don't really have the confidence to do it. Personally, I love Bard, and I think that he'll be like really strong later on, hopefully.
I want to see you take us on some more magical journeys. But I haven't talked to you since the last split. I want to catch up. What did you and the team do over the short off season?
I mean, during the offseason, there was a lot of changes to the meta, like Doran Shield came in and stuff, and just a lot of items in general. So we had to like, for the first 2 weeks, we had to like, scrim with all these new changes, and that took a while. Like we just played whatever we wanted to try, and yeah, it takes a while to like actually figure out what's strong and stuff. So after that, we had like a week and a half or something, or 2 weeks to practice what we actually want to play, and we experimented a lot. So we were winning like all our games, so that's why we didn't have a really good read on like playmaking supports at the time. Like we just thought Lulu and Karma and stuff like that were still strong because we won lane, and in scrims, if you win lane, it's really easy to win the game too because it explodes really hard. But on stage, it's a lot different because everyone plays a lot slower. So yeah, I don't know. They were pretty productive, I think, but we just didn't learn fast enough.
Awesome. Well, I am continuing Travis's weekly question from last week. He was asking everyone what they think about the Players Association that's being brought in, and if you had anything that you wanted to see from it.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good idea because for me personally, I have no clue how to handle like contracts or like just legal stuff in general.
The
So
Contracts is on your team.
that's true. I can ask him. But anyway, um, yeah, I wasn't really sure how to like deal with that kind of stuff. So I think that having someone I can ask like reliably, that's not like Jack, because he's my boss and all, but that's really comfortable or really comforting to me. And yeah, of course, like a lot of players have a lot of concerns with the game that they can voice with the PA, and I think they'll help a lot with like how the game is gonna be run.
So besides contracts, do you have any like ideas that you want to see like immediately implemented?
Um,
Like some people were talking about like limiting player hours to make sure that people don't get burnt out since everyone's burning out so fast.
I mean, personally, I love the hours. Like, I love playing scrims and stuff, so I don't really care too much about that. But for me personally, I don't really have that many concerns. The main thing I would change right now would be we can't duo queue in Challenger, and that's really, really annoying for me. I really want to duo queue because, like, if you don't duo queue, then you're not really laning. Like, your laning phase isn't really a thing. Like, we just play the game with someone you don't know, and especially if they get an autofield ADC, you literally do nothing. You just roam. Like if ADC dies, you just go top or mid and just roam somewhere else, and you can't play the game like you want to. So I think that's like the biggest thing I would change right now.
I'd like to see that too. It makes for more interesting streams too.
That's
Well, do you have anything that you'd like to say to any Cloud9 fans this week?
Yeah, just thanks for watching. We're getting a lot better now that we've actually been expanding our champ pools and stuff. So, like, yeah, just keep watching and we'll make finals for sure.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for this interview. And for everyone else, you can check out more of our coverage at Yahoo Esports.